Slept on my shoulder, woke up with excruciating shoulder pain. Always slept on my side, right arm outstretched underneath my pillow. Kind of like that, right? I knew it's not great, but I've been sleeping like this forever and had zero issues. Today I woke up with excruciating shoulder pain, couldn't lift my arm, can't even get stuff into the microwave. Obviously much weaker in the gym, bench press today. And dumbass me decided to keep lifting for some reason, and now it hurts so bad I can feel it throbbing. Any help is appreciated. I tried drugs, hot, cold showers. Well, here's the thing. We should not be sleeping like this. When you sleep like this, you do end up with some form of thoracic outlet syndrome. Check that out. Thoracic outlet syndrome is when this nerve gets pinched and now the whole arm stops working correctly. Your muscle stops firing. I mean, it's a neurological response. Think about it. When you have been laying on this arm for so long, say through the night, and you never move, your shoulder is going to hurt so bad because these muscles are not turned on. That nerve has been pinched for the longest time. So your brain turns off that muscle so that you don't end up injuring it anymore. Well, it's a response that your body has. It's a protective mechanism. Anytime when you injure a joint, these protective mechanisms will set in. And of course, when you try to overdo it even more, like going on a bench press, you're going to end up hurting that shoulder even more. You need to seek out a specialist, fix the shoulder, fix the neurological problem, because a lot of times, that's why physical therapy doesn't work sometimes. It's because it's not a structural problem. If it was only a structural problem, therapy by itself will work. If it was a lack of medication problem, well, medications will work, but it's more of a neurological problem. You got to fix the neurology between the brain, the shoulder, so that it allows the muscles to fire up again. That's why people see specialists like us. Check out a specialist in your area. If you don't know where to find one, comment below, we'll find you one. Another one of these shoulder pains. Shoulder is probably the second outside of the spine injured areas. First being the lower back, then the knee, and now the shoulder. Full-time designer, at my desk 8 to 9 hours a day, 5 days minimum, chasing down some shoulder pain in my right arm quite some time now. Confidently say at this point, it's connected to the mouse. Too much use of the mouse. Well, not the mouse itself, but it keeps my right arm tense to some degree, carrying my arm's weight with my shoulder throughout the entire day. Face floating. Frequently, I'm kind of floating my wrists at work, causing pain in my elbow and shoulders. I mean, here's the thing. If you are using your mouse all the time and your palm is facing down, that is actually the opposite of what the natural anatomy is normally where palms are faced up in the natural anatomical position. The fact that your arm is facing down all the time, it's going to put stress on your elbows and your shoulders as well because it's internally rotated the whole time. Every 30 to 35 minutes, stretch out your arms by turning it the other way, opening up, stretching out your pecs. But if this is causing shoulder problems, a lot of times it's not the shoulder, it's all the muscles that are super tight firing in the front. You have to start firing the muscles in the back of the shoulder to really work that out, or stretch the muscles in the front. Stretch out first, strengthen later, figure out if that is really a shoulder problem. Get the shoulders in motion. When you're sitting at the desk, move your arms around, back and forth, right? Do arm circles, forward arm circles, backwards arm circles to make sure you get as much blood flow in this joint as possible. The shoulder is your most movable joint in the body. It needs a lot of motion to function correctly. Keeping in the same place all day long, it's not going to work well for you in the long run.